In the middle of Zhejiang province in China, there is a small village called Zixiqiao. From a distance, this village looks like any other ordinary village. But whenever you enter this village, behind every door lies one of humanity's most common fears: snakes. The people of this village not only live with snakes, but they also farm them like chickens. This village consists of only 800 people, but among them, 120 families produce more than 3 million snakes every year, and all of this happens within a small area of just 4 square miles. There was a time when this creature was the most terrifying fear of this village, but now it is a common pet in every living room and bedroom of this village. Even 3-year-old children here hug these dangerous snakes as toys. Over the past 30 years, more than 100 million snakes have been bred in this village. China supplies 70% of the world's snake market, but 20% of the snakes are supplied by this village alone. Snake farming in this Chinese village began in the 1970s. At that time, a local farmer named Yang Hongchang suffered from a spinal disease. Yang spent all his savings on treatment, but it didn't work. Yang Hongchang came from a very poor family, so he couldn't afford more expensive treatments. So Yang Hongchang, frustrated, sought help from a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. He suggested a unique medicine, catching poisonous snakes and making wine from them to drink. In the 1970s, snake medicine was very rare and very expensive, beyond Yang's means. Yang decided to catch snakes himself and make medicine at home, as he had no other option. Fortunately, many poisonous snakes lived around his village home. Yang caught these snakes and used them to make medicine, which he drank regularly, and surprisingly, he realized that his disease was gradually decreasing. Through 3 years of continuous practice in catching snakes, Yang became skilled at catching snakes and sold them to local traders. At that time, there was a high demand for poisonous snakes in China, so he sold these snakes at very high prices, several hundred times more than his regular income. But due to continuous snake catching, the snake population in that village declined. Yang became very worried when he couldn't find snakes, but one day a great idea came to his mind. He decided to breed them and farm snakes. In 1985, he invested all his savings to open a snake farm in his village home. In the beginning, he faced financial difficulties, but he gradually learned from his mistakes and corrected them, and soon he became successful. Yang initially farmed only one species of snake, but gradually he started increasing the number of snake species, and he opened many farms where he bred various poisonous snakes. The warm, humid climate and heavy rainfall made this area a perfect breeding ground for snakes. Seeing Yang's profitable business, the villagers around him also started this snake farming business, and gradually the competition for snake farming increased. Currently, there are numerous villages in Zhejiang province that farm snakes. Some farmers farm snakes for special restaurant dishes, some farm snakes to make snake wine, and many farmers like Yang farm snakes for the traditional medicine industry. There was a time when the people of this village struggled to earn a little money, but now, thanks to Yang's business model, they earn thousands of dollars every year. His unique idea has made this village the top snake center in China. Most of the farmed snakes are delivered to medicine factories, where medicines are made from snake liver and bile. Snakes are also farmed in this village for export to various countries around the world, such as America, Japan, and South Korea, and their skins are exported to France and Italy to make luxury branded products. Seeing the profitable business of snake farming, many farmers here have started permanent snake farming in their vegetable fields, and they earn about 100,000 yuan per month. The main reason snake farming is a profitable business is that no part of it is wasted. Every part can be sold. The most valuable part of snakes is their venom, which costs about $450 to $750 per gram. The most demanded and high-priced snakes are newborn red-banded snakes. When these snakes are 1 week old, farmers sell them to pharmaceutical companies because their medicinal value is very high at this time. Other poisonous snakes, such as black-striped snakes, especially vipers, are very high-priced due to their venom. Chinese people use snakes as traditional medicine to treat various diseases. They believe that their meat, bones, seeds, oil, skin, blood, and bile can cure diseases. They use snake oil for skin problems and burns. They believe that snake wine can cure diseases that even modern medicine cannot. We have seen this in Yang's case. It proved effective against his disease, which motivated him to farm snakes. According to traditional Chinese medicine, snake wine increases immunity. Most Chinese people take snake liver pills before drinking alcohol because they believe snake liver pills protect the liver from alcohol damage. Snake soup is a common dish for very sick people here. Snake skin is used to relieve toothache. Chinese people believe that snake blood is the best medicine to relieve body aches and joint problems. Snake bones are used as medicine to help with tuberculosis and weakness, and snake bile is believed to reduce fever and improve eyesight. Modern medicine in China began with the help of English missionaries, but before the 18th century, the only medical system in China was traditional Chinese medicine, which used herbal medicine along with poisonous snakes. Currently, this traditional treatment method is very popular in China. According to surveys, about 50% of people in Japan, South Korea, and Singapore also use this traditional Chinese treatment. But friends, as profitable as snake farming is, it is also very risky. Every minute there is a fear of snake bites and mental anguish. Therefore, many snake farmers quit snake farming altogether after being bitten by a poisonous snake once. Most farmers handle snakes with rubber gloves, but there are times when they have to touch the snakes with bare hands. They simply accept the risk. Not only poisonous snake bites are dangerous, but some non-poisonous snakes can cause serious infections like tetanus. Most snake farmers do not rush to the hospital immediately after being bitten by a snake. Instead, they try to remove the venom themselves, wash the wound, and use traditional medicine. As a result, they get into more serious complications because herbal treatments do not always work like modern medical care. Consequently, many snake farmers die, and those who survive on herbal treatments have to work under constant mental pressure, and this long-term suffering is harmful to health, which even no traditional Chinese medicine can fix. Take the case of this snake farmer as an example. When this farmer was bitten by a snake, he fearfully cut off his finger and traveled 50 miles to the hospital with the severed finger. But when doctors examined the severed finger, they found that the snake's venom was not very strong, meaning there was no need to cut off his finger. According to Chinese doctors' reports, about 40% of patients start self-treatment before getting proper help. For example, some cut off their fingers, some burn their skin to remove the venom, some tie the wound tightly with rope or wire, and some suck out the venom from the wound. But none of these methods are effective. Snake farming in China is not as easy as it seems. It is very complicated to get permission because snake farming is a very risky task. Therefore, farmers first need a wildlife taming and breeding license. This license proves that you can keep animals safely and under control. Only after having this license can you apply for a snake breeding license. The reason the government has enacted such strict laws is that many people previously started farming snakes by making temporary cages out of cardboard without any knowledge of wildlife taming. But as the snakes grew, they escaped from these cages, spreading panic in the surrounding villages.